Leadership TV for God and country.
Good daddy, I don't have that's why I can't be friends with you.
This
I'm
thing
be
is part of
shouting.
what was in the
I'm
house. Keep bringing it
I'm telling you, I'm
because
telling
you
you,
are
you're a
saying a
jealous
lot
girl.
in the house.
You
So go
said
on.
about Victoria
But
because
me,
of Ozzy.
I don't have a beef
So
with
much.
you. You
And
are
Ozzy had a
jealous.
freaking babe.
It's not about
Shut
Victoria. It's
up.
about
Ozzy
me
had
and
a
you. You
babe.
are
Yes,
jealous.
Ozzy's dating
You are
somebody. You're
jealous.
jealous about Ozzy. Shut up.
Did she know he had a babe outside?
Yes, she knew.
Oh.
She
Did you know
knew.
he had a babe outside?
Yeah, you knew.
You don't watch the show. See,
I'm asking you now. Did you know? Did you know?
She's calling Wanni jealous, but Wanni stated it's not because of her. I'm a jealous babe. Even because of Nelly.
So why are you not trying to put it on me when it's the two of you that are jealous people?
Okay.
But I'm
So
not.
now-
I'm
so
just
now-
chilling.
Naija reunion, and we are back to unpack all the drama, all the buzzwords as it unfolds. Don't forget, I'm still Cynthia Nodo. I'm here with these beautiful ladies. Hello, ladies.
Hi, Cynthia.
It's been a whole long
We've
time.
missed you guys.
We missed
We've
you guys.
Yes, we are back again. And yes, the Nefisa and Ruth Moko. Thank you so much for joining me today. And let's just get right into the matter. Wanni and Onyeka, in short. I'm just tired, honestly. Those ladies, the Gbazbos, and they just seemed like strangers, like they were not friends in the house. Like, what do you guys think? What was this wahala all about, Abek?
What I think is, to be honest, I've always been disappointed in Onyeka. And that you know how
Just
some
went straight.
First of all, I support Wanni. She wasted school fees in law school. That school fees was actually wasted.
Don't let the Nigerian Bar Association
No.
come for you, please.
That school fees was actually wasted. I understand that you studied law, but that's not a guarantee for you to be lying up and down,
Okay.
flying lies up and down, like somebody that is.
So you are trying to say everything Onyeka said was a lie.
Didn't you watch the show?
Chinwe, what do you think?
I feel like the issue that she has with Wanni is unwarranted. I feel like Onyeka is at fault, yeah, because Wanni did mention and confirmed by Onyeka herself that she extended a hand. She created an avenue. Come, let's talk about it. She said she
That was when they
called
came
her.
out of the
Of the
house.
house.
Outside of the house. She said she even called her on phone to talk about it. But Onyeka was not. She wasn't just. In fact, the
Happy.
responses she was giving, it was so dumb. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, but it was.
Judgments, you won't have a tight chest because you see everything clearly, you see everyone's faults.
Yes.
Alright? We know that in that house, Onyeka was friends with Wanni, was there for her even when they evicted her twin sister. But then we noticed some kurukere movements.
It's
Alright?
not some.
Onyeka was
It's
not
not
as
some.
truthful to
I'm
Wanni
not
as
just
expected,
truthful.
especially when it
What
had to
is-
do with
You are
Sean.
jealous about my.
Especially when it had
what's
to
the
do
meaning
with
of that?
Sean.
Why would you say a thing like that to a
And
fellow
that is
woman?
why I tell you that I'm
so
supporting Wanni,
dumb.
because I cannot roll with somebody that's all you think
Of
about.
Let's not forget
And
Wanni
if you have
also.
your hands full, you will not know who is jealous of you and who is not.
About for everything. Come on.
Okay, let's not forget Wanni made statements about Onyeka having, she has like a spirit. Well, I'm forgetting the word. I don't know if you guys.
Yeah, she wakes
repulsive
up.
spirit or
yes,
something.
Yes.
That she feels repulsed by Onyeka.
Yes.
She goes behind her back to say this, and then they come in the locker area, hug and kiss each other, and be friends and all that. So the two girls were not truthful to each other. I think that's just.
I feel like most
in
of
the
issue-
friendship
most
while
of
in the
issue
house.
is Onyeka, because now when we have tried to manage situation, there are people like that, Cynthia. You wake up, you greet today, tomorrow you don't understand. Did I do anything? Did we fight in the dream? I feel like Onyeka had that kind of energy because her plan was, I'm not friends with anybody. Onyeka can throw anybody under the bus at any time. Onyeka
And she
wasn't
did
true
throw
friends.
everybody under the bus.
She wasn't true
Threw
friends with
everybody
anybody
Okay,
under
it's
the
been
bus.
said that Onyeka is not a girl's girl.
She's
I've
not
heard
anybody's girl.
I've seen this argument.
She's not anybody's
She's
girl.
man-centered.
She's not even man-centered because she will betray the
She's
man.
not.
All right, so Wanni also talking about the fact that Onyeka said you are jealous of my bomb, and Onyeka asked and said, why didn't you come and ask me how do I know that the guy you are interested in the house, which is Sean, likes girls with big backside? You remember the parrots in the house was the one that outed Onyeka on this backside gossip. So that's why I said the two girls have it for each other. They are not truthful to each other during the run of that friendship, all the way till it collapsed.
I disagree
even outside
with
the
you.
house.
I disagree with you because there's so much somebody can take from somebody. Victoria said something. Onyeka will come and apologize to you, and just if you just blink your eye, Onyeka will go back. And you expect me to keep asking questions?
Okay.
See, everything Onyeka said was unnecessary, yeah? I'm sorry to use the word, but it was actually dumb. For somebody to have asked you what was the issue, you said it's because the person is jealous of you. Why? Because your butt is big.
Okay.
And the guy likes.
And remember that there's this
unnecessary.
friendship between Onyeka and Sean also. I think that's another factor.
It was not even a friendship.
It wasn't a friendship.
It's a friendship of two.
You need to understand that
people.
Onyeka did
I am
not, does not, and it's looking like we'll not have any friend from that house with this thing that she's doing.
The way
Like,
she behaves.
I know.
I think the only leftover friends she has right now are Nelly, Suj, and maybe Sean.
Nelly is not her friend.
Nelly, Suj, and
Like,
Sean.
right now,
I
I
think
don't
these
think
are
Nelly
the
is her
three
friend.
housemates that still roll with her.
Do you think she's friends with her sister?
Okay. She's
Okay.
she's a bad man.
Okay.
It's another thing entirely. We know they had their own run, and that shocked everyone because it's expected that blood sisters should be.
Oh no!
Don't
we
go
saw,
there.
we saw
back.
We are
Don't
seeing
go
Nne and
there.
Ndine- we are seeing Nne and Ndine having their issues, and we are seeing how they are handling it. Yeah, at the end of the day, they are prioritizing family above everything.
Okay.
Chizoba and Onyeka.
I don't know what you mean
Kassia-
when you say they are prioritizing family
No,
over other things.
they said
They are not being open
Open
with the
because-
reasons for their
and
fallout.
because
They
of
are
that,
being
because they are
private
family.
because they are
Now,
family members.
Kassia told Onyeka something. She said, Onyeka, you insulted your mother on the show. And it's not like Onyeka did mention something about her mother on the show. Onyeka didn't have Chizoba's back in the show after the show. So
I think what Onyeka said was her mother chooses Chizoba over her.
Onyeka can never
I
have
think
a friend
that's,
from the house as it is.
Okay.
Everybody should be scared of being friends
No,
with Onyeka.
this is one thing I think you people are forgetting here. For a lady that can come on a live show, a national TV, something that everybody, in fact, the whole world is watching, and talk about your mother in that manner, who is left?
Okay. At this point, it's beginning to look like the reunion has turned to the Onyeka show because Onyeka is
Everywhere.
she's joined with different branches. Okay, now we had Ebuka asking Kelly Ray about a post he made while they were out of the house. That post raised a lot of dust. All right. Kelly Ray made a post, and then a fan of Onyeka went under that post and said something demeaning or insultive, and then he went on and said, "At least I am not like your fave who doesn't take their bath." Onyeka's name was
for
not
2 weeks.
mentioned anyways. So
I kind of noticed a pattern whenever I'm speaking with him. She's always
that Kelly was talking about, and that raised a lot of dust on the social media space. So Ebuka had to ask Kelly about that particular question, and all hell was let loose because, of course, Kassia, his wife, who also has some, some nuts to pick with Onyeka, got into it, and somehow with a sprinkle of Nelly also, and then it became a shouting match. So let's go to the genesis of Kelly Ray and Kassia against Onyeka before we move on to Nelly. All right, we've noticed that in the house, Kelly Ray and Kassia spoke continuously about Onyeka's strategy, being putting her mouth or involving herself into everybody's matter or business. That was her strategy, and they clocked her on that particular strategy. And Kassia went on a mission to keep on telling the other housemate that this is Onyeka's strategy, this is what I think of Onyeka's strategy, and all of that. And then with also a sprinkle of Victoria. We'll get to that. Victoria's "the boy is mine" issue with Onyeka that involves Ozzy. My head wants to blow, I beg. My head wants to blow. Is a lot. So Victoria being best friends with Kassia, and Kassia trying to back up her friend against Onyeka. So that was where the boy is mine and I know your strategy matter started from, and it became a shouting match. All right, what do you guys think about both Kassia and Onyeka? We've said our mind here when it has to do with Onyeka and her life, but let's talk about Kassia and the fact that she started unraveling surprisingly to all viewers. Kassia was this quiet lady that was always on her own in the house, but over time she took up this mission to kind of blacklist Onyeka or make other housemates not to like Onyeka. I just don't understand it, really. So what do you actually think about Kassia now? They call her small Pepe.
I like the thing between Kassia and Onyeka is the hand you dealt. Yeah? Because Onyeka has a thing about having an opinion about everybody's issue, even when it's none of our business. Onyeka has an opinion about people, what is not somebody's business. Onyeka has an issue about it. Because if you have a strategy in the house, you would have been able to keep it to yourself. You're not coming to tell somebody that your strategy is using people. Thank you. And now she now tells it to the
Onyeka telling people that.
No, she mentioned.
She did mention.
She mentioned it. She mentioned it to Kassia.
Yes.
Yeah. That her strategy in the house is being everybody's business and she used the word using everybody. So when she became close with Hani and Wanni, that was the whole insinuation that Kassia came up with.
Yeah. That she got close to the twins
because she wants to use them.
Her strategy.
Kassia now did not keep it to herself as well. She now told the people that Nelly, she now sprayed everywhere, be careful about this person. This person wants to use everybody.
Yeah.
Which, if you ask me, I think we had a whole lot of that. We had Onyeka too coming out to tell Onyeka this is what Kassia said about him.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think it was so these two guys added to the fact that Kassia is friends with Victoria. Yeah.
Definitely. So it's like the already existing dislike for Onyeka was there, and then I'm supporting my friend because of a man. This sounds so weird.
You know what they say about is it like energy or
like-minded people
repelling each other?
Yeah,
that is the case. There's nothing anybody is going to tell me. That is the case between Kassia
and Onyeka,
because you see two of them.
Yeah.
You see those two.
They are almost alike.
See somebody do something that you do more than you do it.
Exactly.
That's their issue.
So it's not a competition of.
So it was
I'll let the world know you are
Thank
like
you.
this. I'll let the world know you are
Thank
like
you.
this. Okay, let's talk about the sprinkle of Nelly that's in here. I'd love us to watch a bit of the basketballs that happened between Nelly and Kassia. Those girls started as friends actually, and Nelly was also really close to Kassia's husband Kellywe, but we saw it falling down like a pack of cards weeks leading into the end of the BBNaija show. So let's watch these basketballs between the two ladies, and then we'll come back to talk a bit about Nelly and Kassia.
And all of that, and people had to ride the wave of the name calling. But trust me, I wasn't trying to set you up. I don't have no beef with you.
That sounds like a genuine apology.
Yeah. I mean, let's just move past it.
Look at the person apologizing.
Let's move.
Do you accept the apology?
I'm okay.
Do you accept his apology?
He didn't apologize to me.
I didn't apologize.
Yeah, I didn't hear him.
Zion.
You that was joining your friend to fight for man, a disgrace.
I was joining my friend to fight for man.
Yes, that's why you were so pained about me life. Because you and your gang needed your friend to be Mrs. Mbadiwe. And that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
You
but you are a liar.
I never for once felt like me and Kellywe had issues. I know the issue wife. I know the issue Kassia had with me was
you
because...
stop talking to him. What do you mean by obviously is the wife?
Can you shut up? Let me
you
speak.
Shut up, idiot.
Why you they talk? Are you stupid? I'm not to speak.
Stupid one. Obviously because of the wife.
Shut the up.
Shut up, girl.
When I'm talking, don't talk.
Who are you?
You don't know me.
Land.
Of course. Queen Nelly, that's my name, in case you forgot.
Queen my ass.
Fool. Anyways,
idiots.
like I was saying, right? To me. Yes. Because I told Onyeka that you said something that you told me Onyeka told you. That thing you told me, you were so confident that Onyeka told you that. You never told me it was your instinct or...
Okay, at this point, let's just pray for Ebuka, because being in the middle of all these women screaming into your ears is really a lot. Okay, let's go into Kellywe and Kassia versus Nelly, because this one actually pained me. Because these people were actually cool, cooking together, eating together. Kellywe and his success day my head. You know, even Nelly's friendship with Kellywe on his birthday when she made sure everybody learnt that song, singing to him. That was a cool male-female friendship. And everything just scattered, you know. And seeing them now back and forth, really. What do you guys think?
First of all, I know this thing that, oh, my friend's enemy is my enemy and blah,
In this
blah,
case,
blah,
my wife's enemy.
and blah, blah, blah. But I don't think that's healthy. It is not healthy because, first of all, this is somebody that really liked you and you really liked
you are talking about Nelly and
Kelly Ray.
Okay.
And you really liked too. So if there was a problem, I'm talking about Kelly Ray and Nelly now. What's so difficult to come together and have a conversation? Because Ebuka asked the both of them, have you people discussed? And they said no. And when he asked why, he said they didn't know. Coming to Kassia, you see that small pepper? Her own is not pepper again. She's ata din din. I don't know if people know what that means. Like the hottest pepper in the world. I think she came on Nelly in a very wrong way because Nelly was even trying to support Kelly Ray's notion of anybody can be a winner irrespective of your game. I may not be entertaining you, but you're not the viewer. And you, Nelly was sitting on her own like the princess that she is. It was Kelly Ray that called her name. And I think he did that in a not good way.
In a malicious
way. Because what do you mean by Nelly? Didn't you sing too? Where I come from for this conversation.
Of all people to call them that they were singing, it's your best. Okay, let's not say your best friend. One of your good friend. Girls that were your friends in the house. You had to use her in the example.
But on another look here, I could be making an example and then I call the person I feel would not pick offense because I feel that we are friends.
No, but that intention.
We are not friends.
That intention was wrong.
We are not even friends anymore because we've not talked for the longest of time. We've not talked for a whole year. So how
and then you single me out to display your example.
I'm driving at something.
Okay.
Nelly, did you not sing? I sang in the show, yeah? And it made some other people want to sing as well. Yeah, Nelly, did you not sing? Are you a singer? Maybe we from the tone, yeah? But and Nelly responded to that in a not bad way at the end. I'm not a singer, but I can sing at the end of the day, yeah?
Remember what the question was? Remember the question was putting Kelly Ray's win under scrutiny. And you know that particular thing pains him a lot.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people were saying that he was not deserving of that
win. I'm going somewhere, yeah? So it was like a conversation, if you ask me, these guys were having at the end of the day, because there wouldn't have been an issue. But then here is somebody who has probably warned her husband about this lady before. Don't be very, very close. And it's two factors here. Number one, this lady, I told you something. And of all the people to tell, even if you want to tell somebody, you're telling Onyeka, who is an obvious enemy.
So that is Kassia's anger with Nelly. So she has put a red mark on her. That is number one. You are not to be trusted.
Well, Kassia has done that in several.
Then number two to it is already the fact, and I'll keep saying it, the fact that this lady likes your husband. So there are not many ladies who like Kelly Ray.
Not in that way now.
Calm down. Even if it's not
not in that way now. Even if didn't she also like other men?
They were in the house. There were not many ladies who liked Kelly Ray the way Nelly genuinely liked him. And whether I like it or not, these guys were actually hiding it in the house that they were. So anyhow,
they were married.
As much as she was jealous, she couldn't vent that. So I feel like even when Nelly said at the end of the day they stopped talking when they left, it was, and she was right. It was Kassia's doing.
Definitely.
Everybody saw it. Now the thing is, the way Kassia went out at Nelly wasn't right at the end of the day because it was like, I'm trying to see what I'm trying to say now. See the way you're talking to him now. I'm trying to prove to my husband since you're not a good person. It is not that. It was an opportunity for her because Kelly Ray and Kassia had never had any slight kind of altercation before. So she jumped on it. Shut up! Who are you talking to?
She tried to make sure she puts the husband and Nelly's head together.
She was giving that vibe of when I was advising you, you did not hear.
Let's still talk a bit about Onyeka. Onyeka is just a part of this reunion with all branches, with this Victoria issue.
She's the tree.
All right. So Ebuka tried to inquire what the friction was between Onyeka and and Victoria, and I feel like Onyeka didn't handle that particular. This is one of the conversations that I feel Onyeka didn't handle properly. She didn't handle anyone. She didn't handle anyone.
You're a liar. You are a liar. You that was joining your friend to fight for man.
Why are you doing the boy is mine with this one?
Why you saying that
I feel like this is a narrative that Onyeka started, and Victoria breathed life into it. She was also a game player in the narrative, because when we compare the two ladies, Onyeka is loud and Victoria is quiet, and that quiet energy can also be sneaky. A quiet person can also easily be a sneaky person. Onyeka breathed life into that the boy is mine competition, and Victoria also fed into it with the little here and there a conversation with Ozzy. And even when you know that Onyeka started having some kind of like, although nobody owns anybody in that house, but you knowing that Onyeka has some sort of likeness towards Ozzy, and then you actively trying to chase him also, and Ozzy is also playing into it and making the two girls jam their heads together.
Mind you, are you an Onyeka fan? Because the way you are saying, the way she's saying that Victoria was,
I am not into it. Mind you, I watch this reunion fanless.
Mind you,
I watch this reunion fanless. So my eyes are open.
The friendship between Ozzy and Victoria started way before Onyeka entered the circle.
No.
As a woman,
Ozzy and Onyeka had been closer before we started noticing the kunkeri after party discussion between Victoria and Ozzy.
As a woman, you said you said that. Let me land. You said that you are noticing a three circle, or how did she call it?
A triangle.
A triangle.
Yeah.
That you don't want a triangle. Sister, why are you still there?
Step out of it.
So if actually you have self-esteem, but it's obvious. So I did not say anything, but it's obvious.
But
if you have self-esteem, what will it take you? And allow this man to run after you. But no, you carry your two left legs
and go and walk up to him and
meet him. And this person is out there saying things about you. Even the Ozzy, there was sometimes he gives her certain energy, but the Onyeka that we know will still go back.
Okay.
So if you ask me, I don't see anything wrong with Victoria.
If I should make an input into this, add to that is, Onyeka has always had the plan of getting close to somebody. Maybe she had him by the way. In fact, the second thing she was telling Memi David, people I want to get close to. You see those twins? They are big guys. You know how she talks?
Yes.
They are big guys in Lagos. If I get close to them, I'm made. That was one. It was always in a game plan. But Ozzy wasn't giving the whole woman vibe. The person that gave it was Ozzy, so it was a quick catch.
Yeah.
And to that, you know one thing about very silent people is that when they see that they effortlessly get you peace by just being silent, you have put yourself inside problem.
That's
so the fact that she's close to Ozzy was an issue for Onyeka. And she didn't have to struggle.
I think the two girls just
Ozzy
made that narrative.
To be close to Victoria.
Yes, he was always after her.
So it was Onyeka is paying that somebody is calling her Mrs. Mbadiwe. Which of the both of you is Mrs. Mbadiwe? Onyeka has an issue.
All right, I'm just happy that this Chinwe and Nelly Barawo thief jewelry theft allegation was settled, and Chinwe apologized to Nelly for the misunderstanding and all of that, even though Zion did not. So let's get into Chinwe and Zion. Their matter, we are going to spend hours today talking about them, and the fact that Chinwe called out Zion, that the fact he ghosted after the show when she got to Lagos, asked her for some money, went to a club, spent some money, borrowed some things, he's owing at the club. Zion's family doesn't like her. The things money she has spent for Zion, she booked flight for him. I'm like, babe, there are some of these, your escapades as a woman, there are some of these things you take to the grave. You don't ever let even your best friends to know about it. There are some of these things you go through and you just swallow it and keep quiet. It's not everything you say, but Chinwe having this energy of I'm a sincere person, trying to make it look like she's embarrassing Zion, but she's embarrassing herself. Honestly,
Chinwe is running with the guy that she should not even be proud to tell anybody that I've had something to do with her. Because number one, this guy is so unintelligent. To the core,
he's the user.
He's the dumbest guy. Using because Chinwe seems to
let's be careful with our words now. Okay, we want to call them out, but we don't want to
say he's a user. He's unintelligent. What are we saying? If we say he's a user, then who is he using? Because I feel disappointed in Chinwe. She don't pass this thing. And this is her knowing that Number one, this guy
Don't
does
forget
not
that there is a love factor there. She's in love with him.
Which one is
She
love
was even
factor?
still calling my
Which
baby,
one is love
my love.
factor?
Calm down.
You know,
Love
so
factor.
the worst person you can advise is someone who is in love. So let's take
Nobody's
note of that.
advising her. Oh. Nobody. Are you advising her?
See, Zion knows what he will do to get Chinwe back, and he did it in the show. It was simple. I see up to now Ebuka. I still have feelings. I still have feelings for Chinwe. And that was that. And she was like,
Guys, we need to end the show now, but remember next week we'll be back because the Big Brother Nigeria reunion continues. It is speaking of Tofa, Suge, and there's a kind of freak show. We don't know what that's about, but we'll come back here to talk all about that. And Sean and Nelly too. We can't wait for the buzz that is about to happen. So remain here with us because next week we'll be back with another discussion session. And please don't forget to subscribe and like our videos here on Leadership TV. And please bring down or rather put your comments, tell us your thoughts, tell us what you think and what you want us to talk about next week. So right, we'll be back next week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Be part of our brand. Leadership for God and country.